So this is the new public area Slessor Gardens near the waterfront in Dundee. This is the new area opened by Her Majesty the Queen on the 6th of July. Obviously I put up my photo video of that. And I decided to come down and do a video. This is on my phone, so it's probably quite a small screen on YouTube. But anyway, I'm not going to get a chance to get done in this nice sunshine otherwise. So location, first of all, for those wondering where this is, it's facing south, so it's quite near the waterfront. So basically, if so there, I'll zoom in, you can see the off ramps for and on and off ramps for the Tay Road Bridge. If I pan along here, you can see the construction of the new V&A Museum. So if you were to go on the Tay Road Bridge, of course, and cross it, you would head south and see Tayport. So it's south facing into Fife and the Kingdom of Fife. I'll show you quickly the plaque. Obviously it's going to be a bit shaky because I am walking it with my camera. I have to be careful because I've accidentally pressed the button to put it off a couple of times. But anyway, so here is the plaque that the Queen unveiled. Slessor Gardens, opened by Her Majesty the Queen, 6th of July 2016. It's actually quite a nice looking area just now. There's about 9 gardens. There's two big grassy areas, one there and one behind me. Again, location very central actually to Dundee. See that building there that's the back of the Caird Hall. And if you was to go where my finger's pointing, if you go up that road there, I maybe go along because I want to show you the gardens anyway, or she was other enemies in there. But if you were to go in there, where I don't know where you can see that bus that's going to pull up, you were to go where that bus came down, you would get to the Overgate Shopping Centre. You have to obviously cross a couple of roads, so just a safety thing. I would certainly recommend using the pedestrian crossings because that road is very busy. So obviously it takes you up to the Tay Road Bridge, and it also takes you kind of out the Broughty Ferry direction, and also up. If you go that way, there is the Tay Rail Bridge, and if you go further, quite a bit up, it's quite a considerable amount up, then you would get to the Dundee Airport, obviously. So this is the area. I'll let you can see it. There's obviously about 9 gardens, I believe, in total. Obviously one's there just still being worked on. I'll show you. I haven't had a chance to check out all the gardens because people have been in them. But I'll show you one of them. Maybe a couple of them actually, because thankfully there's a lot less people here than was yesterday when I tried to do this video. So I'll show you one of them because I want to show you this one, because I think it's quite a decent one. They're all different. You see some rubbish here already, sadly. But they're all different benches, they're all different design, they're all individually themed. This one is Reflections of Dundee, so it's kind of shown Dundee, supposed to represent the city. I think it might zoom. See, this is supposed to represent, I'll go back a little bit, it represents the city. You have there the kind of a stone kind of plinth thing. I'm not sure exactly what that is made of, but that also meant to represent the Law Hill. And you get some blue chips in the front, meant to represent the sea. So where the earth meets the stone chips, that's obviously the Dundee waterfront. I'll show you around a little bit. So this kind of lots of different flowers, obviously, in this one. I'm not too sure what the stones are supposed to represent in the water, but we see some big, it's like 3 big stones, and then some blue chips. I'm trying to get kind of go back. There's only so far I can go back actually, because the bench is right here, and then there's the flower bed. So that is, one of the gardens. I'll go. The one behind me actually. The square down there is just plain grass. I did think it's just a square plain grass, and I did think you can see there's an Ur Willie statue. It's one of the. I believe there's only 50 remaining in Dundee right now. Part of the bucket trail. I walk up here because obviously the noise of the roads. I said the roads are actually very busy. Obviously, down there is the Apex Hotel, and if you go right along there, you'll eventually reach the Frigate, Unicorn, and City Keys. There's plans to redevelop that area, so I'm hopefully I'll still be around in a few years. Obviously, I want to take a look and see how all these areas look in a few years. So I'll go up a little bit. There's nobody, I don't think, in these gardens. So I'll have a look up, let you see another one. Again, it's a little bit shaky, but nice paved, even paved slabs. Obviously, quite very. To be honest, it's slightly a bit of a grey area. To be honest, I mean colour-wise. Obviously, there's the fenced off areas there. Again, if you go up, you can see the domed top of the Discovery Point and the Discovery masts there, and the cranes again working on the V&A Museum. There's a little bit grey area, to be honest, right now, because you've got these big grey walls and kind of greyish, kind of blue, really grey pavement slabs. To be honest, it kind of made my pictures a little bit grey on that Queen. But anyway, zoom out again. So see different benches on every single one of them. Has actually a couple of somebody's left their book there actually. I'm not touching that. May come back for it. I don't see anybody in here. So again, it's individually themed. I don't know, quite simple one with these purple flowers. I'm no flower expert, of course, so I'm not entirely sure. There's a couple of bits of rubbish, unfortunately, still already starting to accumulate, but I think some of it's been blown down with quite high winds. Hopefully people pick up the rubbish. That's one of the concerns about this area. So I'll show you this bit here as well. So I said every area's got different benches. These tend to wooden solid benches, I presume and then that one's got that kind of bench. I presume you're allowed to sit on this wooden one, this wooden plinth. That's I thought if I can even speak, I do think that this area could be nice for some, I don't know, temporary art installations like you get in London. Sometimes you get ones popping up on those plinths in London, so maybe eventually we'll see some event. I know there's some events already scheduled or have taken place here. Obviously the opening by the Queen, there was the Royal Arch was made of cardboard boxes that they did, because an Royal Arch once stood here in this area. This is obviously the area where the old Dundee Council building used to stand. I'm not entirely sure exactly which area now, but anyway, again, these two kind of wooden canopy kind of things that are in the last garden. I'll just show you this bit before I call it quits on this video. But so see again, quite simply planted. Really a couple of different benches, and again different bench design. A couple of, just so that you see some some of the area again. We're only running up to 10 minutes, so it's not too long. So this is one of the areas again. This will probably be a bit small on the screen, which it's full size on my screen, but again, when I record a quick video, it's ended up when I uploaded it being this quite a small and quite a frames. But I'll have a look and see whether I can adjust that settings in the future. But anyway, that's one of the gardens. Again, it's very simple. A lot of planting going on, obviously. This was supposed to be opened in June, and then it got delayed. I'll just go up. There's actually one more bit here. I'll just show you, just to show you a few of the gardens. 10-15 minute videos. So, again, a couple of different benches, completely different bench designs, on every single one. And there's actually a bin. There's at least a couple of bins. I think there's a couple on the other side as well. So people can't complain there isn't any bins. So I'll let you see this. Hopefully the light is letting you see it properly. So this is just quick. I thought I would do a quick video to show people this new Slessor garden area. Like I said, it was supposed to open in June. Then it got delayed. Then they started digging some of the grassy areas up. And then it was delayed further, I think, when it was announced that the Queen was visiting Dundee. I think they probably just saw the opportunity to let us have the Queen visit and open this area. So quite tall young trees. Not sure how big they'll get. I don't think they would get too big. So obviously this area will need some maintaining. I've already seen a few people actually around working on it, but like I said, that is Slessor Gardens. That's I'll just go ahead over here. So that is the new area opened by the Queen. Hopefully it'll stay nice, so we'll wait and see. Obviously Dundee's got a reputation, but now that is Slessor Gardens, new area opened by the Queen on the 6th of July. So that's what it looks like now, and like I said, it'll be very interesting to see. I don't know if we overuse that word, but I'm intrigued to see what this whole area will look like once the V&A Museum is redone. This whole area is done, and then there's also again plans for the waterfront and plans for a couple of different areas in Dundee to be redeveloped over the next couple of years. Not as a Dundee citizen, to be honest. I just wondered anyway, I'll finish this, my thought. As a Dundee citizen, I'm not, and I think it looks nice. It looks very nice. Hopefully, people will not, again, leave a lot of rubbish and really damage the area. I know there was one, I can't remember who it was. There was one junior football team, I think, had their ground just quite vandalised a couple of days ago. Hopefully that will not happen here. Hopefully I've already seen a lot of people make use of the space. Quite a few people down here yesterday. Quite a few people actually sitting on the benches in the different gardens and making kind of use of this whole area again, sitting on the grass. Like I said, I think this would be good about a couple of events very quickly before I finish this off. A couple of events I've already scheduled for this. I know the 50th anniversary of the Tay Road Bridge. There's supposed to be an event happening here on, I believe it's around about the 21st of August. I believe it is 21st of August. Either that or the week before, but I'm pretty sure it's the 21st of August. I think the week before is the Baxter Park, Dundee, the Transport Museum thing. But anyway, just thought I'd let you show people Slessor Gardens, new public area in Dundee.